Hello, hello again. Hello, greetings to all of you that are joining today. It is a great day. And I'm so excited you have joined this summit because I get to hang out with you. I am Von Griggs Laws, a retired U.S. Air Force disabled veteran. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a wife, a sister, a mother, a grandmother, and an aunt. I'm also a very strong supporter of my sheroes, our female veterans. And most important of all of those, I am a woman of faith. I'm so glad that you're here on your January 1st. I stopped by this summit to express a few tips that can possibly help you find some joy and happiness in life. Yes, many of us have been stressed out over this global pandemic and unemployment. And how do we find joy on the journey with financial uncertainty or civil unrest? Even in these tough times, you can find joy in your daily life and improve your outlook and have better ways of dealing with all that matters to you. Now more than ever, finding joy in your day-to-day experiences can improve your quality of life and enhance and protect your mental health, your mind. That's right. That is very important. Yes, as the mind goes, so does our behavior. I've lived long enough to experience many situations and rough patches in life. And yes, no matter how well off we are or we think we are, life can hit us really, really hard. I have had those experiences. And there were times that I was not prepared. I mean, life has dealt me some punches that I did not even think I would recover from. So perhaps you, like me, might be saddened by all the ongoing intense information from the news and social media, possible long-term uncertainties, financial instability, and political and civil chaos. It's become more and more difficult to find peace, both internally and externally. For many adults who are working from home while taking on new roles and responsibilities for their children's academic needs, that can also be another level of stress. Yeah, I understand. I am right there with you. So, how can we both individually and collectively spark some joy to lift our own and others' spirits to help get us through these crises? And can I tell you, I've personally had three close family members to die in the last 4 months. So let me say, I get it. You know, while having your joy restored is my mantra, I realize that you might be thinking, joy? She's talking about joy in the month of October. Well, yes, I am. Joy is usually heard and sang about only during the festivities of the Christmas holiday season of the year. Well, I'm here today to share a few tips with you for finding joy in life. Well, how do you wake up in the morning? What's your mindset? Are you grateful? Well, I'd start my day, meditation and prayer. Yeah, just not getting busy the first thing in the morning before I've had time for quietness. Hmm, yeah, that's important to me. Yeah, listening to your favorite music, that too can help, can change. If you listen to music around positive memories, it can provide an escape from day-to-day difficulties that you might be facing. Recalling those memories by listening to music is an easy and passive way to boost your mood while you're working, cleaning, or just hanging out at home. Research has shown that listening to your favorite jams can reduce anxiety, it can lower blood pressure, improve sleep quality, and enhance your moods too. Another tip is to move away from any negativity. One way I do this is to limit the amount of news conversations, regardless of where it's coming from. I'll tell you, I just finished as a co-author in a book, and there I offered some snippets of my experiences of discrimination of racism, genderism, and sexism while serving in the military and also while working in corporate America. It was necessary that I set aside time to have those reflections. However, I had to do it in ways that I did not become bitter about those experiences. I was able to be grateful that those situations happened to me, yet I refuse to allow them to define me. I can say they have made me to seek being a much better person, a better me. With all the recent protests and crimes around the country, I found myself experiencing fatigue around being Black. Therefore, to keep the place of resilience and peace for myself, it was important that I limit the amount of terrible things that I listen to. Have you ever heard the saying, garbage in, garbage out? So it's very important that you feed on things that are wholesome and good for you, not necessarily for someone else, but those things that are good for you. Another tip is to develop a daily gratitude practice. Again, I said I do this at the beginning of each day, and I also try to do it at the end of the day. When I lie down at night, it doesn't have to be a big ordeal. I'll just think about 2 or 3 simple statements of the day. You know, when I wake up in the morning, it's that I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head and I'm able to pay the mortgage, or I'm grateful for the sun that rises each morning and I can go outdoors and feel it on my skin, the warmth of the sun. There's beauty in that all alone. And I'm grateful for the delicious food that I had to eat today. So at the end of the day, I'll just think on a couple things that made me smile, conversations that I had the opportunity of having with different people. And that gratitude practice helps my circumstances come into perspective. Indirectly, they create joy and they keep me grounded. So another tip is being a visionary. By nature, I'm a daydreamer. Doesn't take much to get me all focused. So throughout the day, I'll take maybe 3, 5, 7 minutes, and I'll just close my eyes and have some positive thoughts. Again, I said meditation and prayer is very important for me. But let's say you're wanting to take a vacation, and there's the place in your mind that you want to go. Well, think about it with your eyes closed. Take in a deep breath. Envision yourself being there, the sounds, the texture in the environment, maybe the food that you'll eat, the conversations you plan to have. Another simple thing that you can do, change up your environment. Change the furniture around in your home or your living space. Hey, what about changing the curtains or pillows? Yeah, brighten up your decor in your living space. And if it's another place that you like to visit, again, breathe into the moment and envision yourself being there. And I try to do this a few times throughout the day, just taking in some deep breaths and relaxing while thinking on something that's positive. Yeah. Fulfillment and happiness and purpose only come if you're able to define your own life. That's very important. You can change your destiny. You have to figure out what's right for you. You must feel it deep in your soul. You must not be guided by fear. Don't be guided by fear. So what do I mean by that? Well, there have been a few times in life where I've allowed fear to grip me. I mean, put me in a place of stagnation and procrastination. So be guided with courage. And there's nothing wrong with getting help to do that. Find you a mentor. Seek out people that have achieved certain things in life that are important to you and that you desire to do or go, whatever that experience is, find you a mentor, someone that can become a confidant to help you be guided on that courage road. Yeah, courage is a road all by itself. So let me ask you a few things. What comes easy for you? Yeah. What comes natural for you? What makes you smile? What makes you happy? What gives you joy? You can develop and redevelop your own values. Stick to your values. Have morals. Do what's right. This will build trust for yourself, and it will also cause others to trust you. What are your first thoughts when you wake up in the morning? What is the first thing you want to do at work? Yeah, don't look for affirmation only. Affirmation can be good in its proper place, but affirmation, that can be scary. Why do I say this part can be scary, but so worth your while? Well, comparison is the thief of joy. Are you comparing yourself by someone else's success? Most people are not happy because they're existing today full of regrets. You know, the if I would have, I should have, I could have done this or that. Well, you can't drive forward while looking through the rearview mirror. So you have to focus on what's in front of you. You get to rewrite your destiny, and you can do it now. You can start today on this, your January 1st. And then when you find your purpose, when you find what you're good at, what you excel at, be consistent in it. Also find that if we take the time to notice small, pleasurable moments every day, we can reap the same benefits of joy and happiness, fulfillment. These moments of gratitude can be found in, as I said, the sun rising, for example, or I like to sit outside on my front porch in the morning after I've had my time of meditation and prayer, and often find myself watching the ants that march up and down the columns on the porch. Yeah, we can experience happiness by taking the time to notice the things around us that we often take for granted. And one thing expressly about watching the ants is that they're intentional, they're meticulous, they're so tiny and minute, but they are on a mission and they move very, very fast. And I just watch them and think, how could something so small have a mind and a mission? Well, what about me? What about you? By relishing things and putting them in their proper place, you'll find that you can have joy that you don't have to pay for. Just feeling good and more connected to yourself and others when you start to experience these moments day by day. Also, I would say seek to serve other people. Yeah, that can be a challenge as well. I know, I get it. Yes, even though you might think they don't deserve it or they won't appreciate you for what you have to offer, do it anyway. Yeah. I'm not advocating here that you allow yourself to be used because the Bible teaches us to help others, but it also teaches us not to be a usury for others. And you don't want to help people with the ulterior motive or for your own personal gain. You're doing it for them. Following ideas can help others experience joy also, since helping others is one of the best ways to feel happier and healthier yourself. When they feel joy, you will too. If you can afford postage stamps right now, send a handwritten letter, write a poem, or draw. Send it to first responders or essential workers or elderly people that are sheltered in place and can't get out and move around. By doing these small things, showing just simple, small acts of kindness, it can have a very great impact for someone else. By engaging in these type of activities, you allow yourself to bring a sense of comfort and joy to others and giving yourself a feeling of fulfillment for having passed on some happiness to others. Additionally, it can also help shift your attitude and your attention away from your own day to day struggles and the heaviness that you may be feeling. Think and speak positive. And yes, I know some of you might have to think and dig deep, deep down in your soul to find some kind thoughts and words. So I say do it because I believe you can. And hey, what do you have to lose? Positive behaviors begin with positive thoughts. Yeah, it's a mind thing. Oh, but that's another talk. As the mind goes, so does the behavior. Release any anger and bitterness that you may be holding on to. That is ultimately important. Yeah. One of my mentors, Apostle Connie Brooks, has said, when a person holds on to unforgiveness and they nurture unforgiveness and pain that's related to something catastrophic or negative, traumatic that's happened in your life, well, doing that is like drinking poison, but then expecting someone else to die from it. They're going on in life, they're living their life. You drink the poison by holding on to the bitterness and the unforgiveness. That hurts you. Oftentimes, when we speak positive things instead of keeping them inside, we can further feel joy throughout our soul. You can also run an errand for a friend or order food for them. Helping others with even something small can be a big stress reducer right now. They will be grateful, and so will you. So let your joy be on this journey as you can see by experiencing it, even in light of all the difficulties that we are facing. And yes, I said the difficulties that we are facing at this time. But doing these things day by day, they'll increase some fulfillment and happiness. Yep, even during your day to day activities. In closing, it's been my honor and pleasure to hang out with you here at the Comeback Champions Summit. My hope and prayer is that no matter what you are experiencing in life, you find the positive nuggets that you can facilitate your own gratitude and increase your joy on this journey. Let today be your January 1st. I am Vaughn, and you can reach me at joyrestoredoutreach.org. Kind thanks for stopping by, for joining us on this, your January the 1st. May God bless you.